together, we will change the future of our planet.
Prince William isn't just the royal you think you know. These 12 surprising facts prove he'll be the best king.
We have the power and potential.
From being mentored by the Queen to following his mother's mission of compassion, these moments show why William is ready to redefine the crown. Fact 12, dissertation on the Rodriguez Island.
William, Wales.
During his gap year in 2000, Prince William worked with the Royal Geographical Society on a conservation project, research that later fed into his geography studies at St. Andrews. He traveled to Rodriguez, a small island in the Indian Ocean, to study the health of its coral reefs. His research looked at how fishing communities and marine ecosystems depend on each other for survival. It showed an early passion for environmental issues years before Earthshot took shape. It was a rare academic deep dive into real-world challenges, revealing both intellectual depth and environmental foresight, the kind of vision that could shape William into a thoughtful, future-focused king. Fact 11, volunteering anonymously on a crisis helpline.
I'm going to share a little secret with you guys, but I'm actually on the platform volunteering.
Are you? Amazing.
Yes, I am.
During the pandemic, Prince William quietly trained as a crisis volunteer for Shout 85258. He spent nights answering anonymous text messages from people in distress. Nobody on the line knew they were speaking with a future king. For callers, he was just another trained listener offering support in the middle of chaos. The service was co-founded by his and Princess Catherine's Royal Foundation, but William didn't just fund it, he joined in. It was a rare glimpse of leadership built on empathy, not spotlight. Fact 10, Centerpoint, carrying Diana's mission forward.
I first visited a homeless shelter when I was 11 with my mother.
Prince William took on a role once held by his mother, becoming patron of Centerpoint, the UK's leading youth homelessness charity. He first visited with Diana as a child, and decades later, he returned, this time in her place.
I want to start, ladies and gentlemen, by making a plea on behalf of vulnerable young people.
He spent nights speaking with young people about their struggles, sometimes even sleeping rough to understand their reality. Staff say his visits aren't quick drop-ins. He lingers, listens, and learns. By continuing Diana's work, he kept more than a patronage alive. For William, compassion isn't just a virtue, it's the mark of the king he intends to be. Coming up, the untold stories of Prince William's kindness that prove the future king already leads with heart. Fact 9, mentored by the Queen.
My grandmother being the first person out of Balmoral, running across the lawn in her kilt, and came charging over and gave us the most mighty bollocking.
Few heirs have received such personal guidance from Britain's longest reigning monarch. From an early age, Queen Elizabeth II shared with William the values that defined her reign: duty, resilience, and composure under pressure. She let him shadow her at state functions, quietly pointing out how to carry himself on the world stage. Behind the formality, she was shaping her grandson for the throne. Those lessons weren't in textbooks or briefings. They were passed down from monarch to heir, a living legacy of experience that still guides William today. Fact 8, first royal solo tour abroad at 23.
And today, Prince William was one, as he represented the Queen for the first time overseas.
Prince William was only 23 when he stepped onto the world stage alone for the first time. His solo royal tour took him to New Zealand in 2005, representing the monarchy without his father or grandmother at his side. The trip tested his ability to handle diplomacy, public speaking, and intense media attention. Even at just 23, William was already proving himself king material, confidently handling the spotlight on his first solo royal tour. Fact 7, parenting in Diana's footsteps.
Dad not being around, my mother dying when I was younger, your emotions come back in leaps and bounds because...
Prince William often says he wants his children to grow up with the warmth and normalcy his mother gave him.
Well done. Safer to practice his salute.
That means hugs, bedtime stories, and making sure George, Charlotte, and Louis see him as dad first, Prince second. He's spoken about keeping Diana's lessons alive, reminding his children that compassion matters as much as crowns. Those values show in how openly affectionate he is in public. By breaking the royal stereotype of distance, he honors the parenting style Diana pioneered, and he proves that a modern king can lead with heart at home as well as on the throne. Fact 6, the royal school run. Most royals leave school runs to nannies and chauffeurs. William and Kate chose differently, making drop-offs and pickups part of their daily routine. Rain or shine, they've been spotted hand in hand with their kids, blending in with other parents at the gate. Photographers note how determined they are to keep these moments as normal as possible. Unlike most royals, William insists on doing the school runs himself, grounding his children in everyday life. By choosing presence over ceremony, he shows he values being a relatable, hands-on father, exactly the kind of authenticity Britain needs in its next king. Fact 5. Guardian of wildlife.
In my view, one of the most insidious forms of corruption and criminality in the world today.
He's worked with anti-poaching patrols in Africa and championed projects to protect elephants, rhinos, and big cats. He co-founded United for Wildlife, bringing together global transport companies to stop illegal trafficking. The group has disrupted smuggling networks worth millions on the black market. For William, conservation isn't a side interest, it's a lifelong mission. And it shows he sees leadership not just in palaces, but in protecting the planet we all share. Up next, we'll uncover the moments when William's compassion spoke louder than any crown. Fact 4. Leadership in lockdown.
Just to hear how things are going, how you're all coping, what it's like at the moment.
When the pandemic struck, Prince William shifted his focus to the front line. He spent hours on video calls with NHS staff, charity leaders, and families under pressure. He and Kate delivered food parcels, visited vaccination centers, and used their platform to highlight mental health support. Behind the scenes, he quietly volunteered on hotlines and coordinated with charities to keep funding alive. It was a reminder that royalty isn't only about ceremony. Sometimes it's about showing up when a nation feels most vulnerable. Fact 3. Power at 21.
I raised myself about £5,500.
And did your father chip in as well?
You might have helped slightly, not very much. So
Chip in all the bloody time.
While most 21-year-olds were figuring out life after uni, Prince William was handed constitutional power. As a counselor of state, he could officially step in for the Queen when she was abroad or unwell. The role allowed him to sign documents, attend Privy Council meetings, and represent the monarchy at the highest level. It was a test of trust and a glimpse of his future. Few heirs have shouldered that weight so young. For William, it marked the moment he stopped being only a prince and started becoming a statesman. Fact 2. English football's royal president.
I just want to say to Pierre that obviously I hope you're at Aston Villa next year, Pierre, and we'll...
Did you know Prince William is the president of the Football Association, the governing body of English football? He's been in the role since 2006, using his platform to advocate for grassroots development and campaigns against racism. The FA's chief executive handles the daily operations, but William acts as its figurehead. What makes the role powerful is that he's a genuine fan. Prince William is a lifelong supporter of Aston Villa who follows the game closely.
Only one occasion when Aston Villa topped the league, and only once when we won the FA Cup.
His presence brings attention to issues that might otherwise stay in the shadows, and it proves that his leadership isn't limited to royal palaces. It also lives on the pitch. Fact 1. The Earthshot vision.
Biodiversity was returning, animals were being protected, and jobs were being created.
Prince William's boldest idea came in 2020 with the creation of the Earthshot Prize. The global award funds groundbreaking solutions to repair the planet, from cleaning oceans to cutting carbon. He modeled it on President Kennedy's Moonshot, aiming to inspire a decade of urgent action. With £1 million grants for each winner, it's become one of the most ambitious environmental initiatives in the world. For William, it isn't about prestige, it's about leaving a world his children can inherit, and it proves that sometimes the biggest crown a king can wear is responsibility for the planet. 12 surprising moments, one clear picture. Prince William isn't just waiting for the crown, he's already shaping what it means to be a modern monarch. From reefs to rescue flights, from Diana's legacy to Earthshot's vision, he's proving leadership is built on action, not ceremony. And this is only the beginning of his story. Hit subscribe, like, and don't miss our next video.